Of course, Dev Ashish Bhattacharya, sorry for cutting you short. Here, the big subject of debate is, first, the Aam Aadmi Party supports CAPS. Then the Aam Aadmi Party gets very angry when it is exposed that Arvind Kejriwal wanted 2 mega bungalows in Delhi side by side with each other. Now the Aam Aadmi Party does not respond to RTI queries from a very respected RTI activist, Dev Ashish Bhattacharya. And the response of the only response of Arun Bhatia is stop calling him corrupt. Nobody's calling Arvind Kejriwal corrupt, but what one is saying is that you promise some things and you're doing exactly the opposite thing. Dev Ashish Bhattacharya, you buy that argument? Dev Ashish Bhattacharya, you buy that argument?
No, Arnab, see, the issue is I never pointed any finger towards Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. My only point is this, that if a government which is being run by an prominent RTI activist, then how their bureaucrats can behave so irresponsibly, number one. Number two, now will see Arvind Kejriwal direct his
Mr.
bureaucrats.
Bhatia.
Will now, he will direct his bureaucrats to provide me the information within 5 days?
Yes.
That is my only, but now
legitimate, yes,
direct his bureaucrats to provide me the entire information.
That's the question. That's the question. You said you were a paragon of transparency.
Yeah.
No. You said you were a paragon of transparency. What is exposed today is that you put one request to 22 different departments and it said eventually that we will give you nothing. I mean, effectively, you give the person nothing. That's the question here today. Arun Bhatia, yes, I can see R Kesavan wants to come in after Mr. Bhatia.
Yes, I agree with the last point that was raised by the RTI activist. Then all right, give Kejriwal 5 days, 10 days to give the clarification and information, why the information was not provided earlier, and also the actual information. You see how his office behaves. Maybe it's disorganized. Maybe he's not been able
disorganized.
To right. He should have categorized
office
the
is disorganized.
RTI applications.
Mr. Kesavan,
A, B, C.
Mr. Kesavan, maybe his office is disorganized.
Again, I'm saying.
Okay. Let the Congress respond to that. Office disorganized.
Yes.
Kejriwal's office.
So there's no motivation. Yes.
No motivation, just functioning inefficiently. Okay.
There's no.
Mr. Kesavan.
No. You're not sponsoring inefficiency. India
Mr.
is inefficient. It's being run badly.
Mr. Kejriwal has to understand. Mr. Kejriwal has to understand that the Congress party extended support to provide a stable government to the 2.2 crore good people of Delhi so that we could address the challenges and the problems and give sustainable, scalable and substantial solutions to the problem. But what the Kejriwal and his party are indulging in is governance of deflection. This is not going to work. There is a famous saying, Lincoln said, if you want to test somebody's character, give them power. In the 1 month that they've been given power by the people, they've been exposed thoroughly. They've been exposed thoroughly. And one more point I want to make about our, Bhattacharya here. See, participatory democracy is essentially about resolving differences through debate, dialogue and discussion. But Mr. Bhattacharya, in a very democratic way, has, put an RTI application. But I think maybe the Aam Aadmi Party only understands resolving differences by dharna. Probably they expect him to sit in front of the secretariat and do a dharna only, then they will listen. This is really pathetic. But I think this is not lost on the people of Delhi. And I think, these are all defining moments here, which everybody is watching. And how these people are completely, making a mockery on the, of the tenets on which this great country was founded.
Yes, Aarti Jairat puts her hand up. Yes, Aarti. Yes, Aarti.
Yeah, Arnab, I don't know why the Congress and the BJP both expect or see Arvind Kejriwal as some kind of Superman. I mean, the man has been in power for just a month. You give him 6 months, and if he doesn't deliver, the people of Delhi will reject him. They will throw him out. There'll be an election and they will throw him out. But give him some time, man. It's just been 1 month. And he's not Superman. He's got a very ambitious agenda of change. It's going to take time to do that. And I think it's only fair that we all give him that time before judging him like this so
the question is,
so quickly.
So
the Congress had 60 years, and what have they done? The BJP had 6 years in office at the center. What did
Dev
they
Ashish.
do?
Right.
No, I think what's happening is,
RTI rule specifies,
Arti,
but the RTI rule specifies that I should get my information within 30 days.
Arnab, and I do think that it is wrong of the Aam Aadmi Party not to face the media, not to face your questions.
No, the
I
question,
think having
that's
an
all
empty
right.
chair on a show
That's
is
all.
absolutely wrong.
That's all
And,
right.
You know,
That's all
this
right.
is a democracy,
That's
and
all.
you have to face scrutiny from the media.
I'll tell
So
you
I
one
think
thing.
that is
I'll tell you one thing. Aarti, all these forms of, boycotting shows, all, I think, childish attempts at intimidation, for me, they are water off a duck's back. Our position as far as these issues are concerned. I don't really quite care. But yes, they should come. If they're invited, they should face tough questions. If they want a platform all the time, well, they're not going to get it. I'm very sorry. We will not give them that platform. My question is this, Aarti. You see, nobody is judging or prejudging. This press release for me is a work of art. Okay? Because this press release says the government wants to make it clear that the relevant provisions, Dev Ashish, listen carefully, relevant provisions and rules of the RTI Act for providing information within a specified time period and the right to file an appeal in case any applicant feels dissatisfied within the information furnished are inherent in the RTI Act. In other words, they have read out the RTI Act to you. Okay? Are you happy with that?
My issue is this. My issue is...
Yes.
No, Arnab, I fully agree with the provisions of the RTI Act, but the issue is this, that after this snowballing to 22 different places, now I will have to file a first appeal. It will take 45 days. Now suppose the information doesn't come, then I will go to the CIC. In CIC, it will take minimum 6 months for my application to come to a particular bench. So does it mean that the basic questions which I have asked, it should take minimum 1 year to get the answer, and by
answer that, Mr. Bhatia.
Answer
that, Mr. Bhatia.
Will be
here is exactly the kind of question that Arvind Kejriwal would have asked 6 months back. That question is being asked. What's wrong in that question?
Yes. Right. Then let the RTI activist give a notice to Kejriwal and say, give the information within 10 days. If you don't, it means that you want me to spend 1 year. Give it, wait for an answer, then condemn him.
The RTI Act of 2005 says that you have to, within 30 days of the receipt, provide the information.
1 minute. I know that. I know the Act.
Then why are you stalling him? You're defending the stonewalling.
I'm saying that you have to give him 1 minute, Arnab. I know the Act. Listen. I know the Act. You know the Act. I'm saying that he may have been defeated by the staff. Give him a chance and put him on alert. Look here, this is an important issue. 1 minute, yaar, sentence to bolne do. Put him on alert. He has got on alert now. He may not even, as a chief minister, he may not even be knowing that there are thousands of RTI applications
in this press release, I'm asking you, Mr. Bhatia.
You give him, why are you objecting?
1 minute.
Arnab, why don't you give him 10 days? Come on.
Tell me, in this press release, 1 minute, Aarti, my question is,
I think it's a function of inefficiency.
When this press release is given out.
Inefficiency in his office. Put him on alert. Give him 10 days.
Okay, so I'm saying when this press release is given out.
You've been in a great hurry.
Why does this press release? Does this press release say that we made a mistake, we shouldn't have done this, and we should be responding quicker, we will look into it? No. This press release says, here are the rules. Don't you know the Sarkari rules? This is the basic tone, and I'll send it to you.
That is bad.
Well, that's bad. That's what I'm saying. This is not what was promised.
He should not have done that. Whoever has done it in his office.
Okay, fine. Obviously, that's bad. Supporting cup panchayats is bad.
It should be brought. And if there was if he is being defeated by his staff, if his staff is being very bureaucratic and stonewalling, then it should be brought to his notice. They have started.
This is another thing. This is another thing. By the way,
Delhi government has started a helpline. File the complaint on the helpline, and then let's see how the Delhi government responds.
3 minutes left. CR Kesavan, Mr. Kesavan, to Aarti Jairath and Arun Bhatia. Just 3 minutes on the debate.
I just want to make a point. Our good friends here are defending the indefensible here. When they talk about the helpline, but all I want to say is in the last 1 month, from a democracy, they are tending with tendencies towards mobocracy. Whenever they are faced with a problem, they go on a protest. All I'm asking is this.
No.
Point for debate.
This is where everything goes out of control.
Let me complete. No, let me just complete, please. I just want to say, every issue when it concerned Mr. Somnath Bharti or Mr. Kumar Vishwas, the alacrity, the responsiveness and the speed at which they responded. When it comes to their people, caste people, they respond. But here, the silence and their, absence here in the show is deafening. All I want to say is, Mr. Kejriwal got his max essay for an organization called Parivartan, which said, change begins with small things. Mr. Kejriwal and his party, begin this small change by responding to the RTI first, then think about bigger things.
Well, I leave the issue open.
Mr. Kesavan, if you are so unhappy with the government, you can withdraw.
Why are you supporting it exactly, Mr. Kesavan?
We are not reckless and irresponsible like the Aam Aadmi Party. We are a responsible party.
So
there is a difference between
there is indeed a terrible government in
There is a difference, madam, between
why have we foisted it on the people?
Precisely. Very pertinent question. The difference between a 48-week ensemble and a 129-year-old party is that we act with responsibility and the welfare of the, good of the people of Delhi in our hearts and not, our self-interest and covering up our errors.
Come on. That's complete.
What is the point of
Mr. Kesavan, that's complete rubbish. The fact of the matter is this: a 125-year-old party that calls itself responsible is being responsible by backing someone it calls reckless and irresponsible. That's the greatest oxymoron that I have heard this whole week. That's the greatest oxymoron I heard the whole week. Come on, Mr. Kesavan.
No.
Oh, yes, Mr. Kesavan. Withdraw support. You don't like them?
Not at all.
Withdraw support.
Arnab, I want to say
It's been a month.
Huh?
It's just been a month.
Oh, so you want them to be reckless for one more month?
Not at all. We still give them chance. Change comes with time.
Oh,
we
so
hope that they can change.
You'll keep giving them chance.
How
hypocritical. One second. You'll keep giving them a chance.
This democracy on the people of Delhi.
What's your
Come back to the 18-point agenda and the manifesto.
Strategy, sir? What's your political
call it
strategy?
A democracy, then at least relieve Delhi of this.
Okay, Dev Ashish is the last word. He's actually done some good work.
Arnab,
as an RTI activist. Let's give
I want to have one line.
Yeah.
Arnab, in fact, I am the first National RTI Award winner, and that award has been given to me by, in collaboration with the PCRF and NDTV, and that was given to me by Arvind Kejriwal himself. My request to Shri Arvind Kejriwal is that within coming 5 to 10 days, please ensure me the entire set of information which I have sought.
Yeah.
And please, advise your Chief Secretary to be more transparent
Maybe he will.
in future.
Maybe he will. And Mr. Kejriwal, I just have one thing to you.
Yeah, right. Okay, good.
Okay, good. So and I have just one thing to you. We ask serious questions. Nobody asked you where you bought your sweater from. If some media person asked you where you bought your sweater from, as you said in a public rally, tell us who asked you that question. Thank you very much for joining me on the News Hour this evening. It's been a very newsy week. The national election debate being broadcast this weekend. And I'll see you soon, once again on the News Hour at 9 p.m. Good night and goodbye.